And I'm going to talk about the second part. I remind you it's titled The Blackout. Firstly, I jotted down some unknown words and expressions written in. You'll find written in these sheets of paper. Well, this chapter is full of hilarious moments, but I'm not going to depict every detail of this moment. My aim is to give you a general idea about, to encourage you to see the whole episode. As you have just heard, there are two stories taking place simultaneously, but I prefer, I'd rather tell about one and then I talk about the other one. Well, the second part of the first story starts with Rachel on the balcony, and Ross goes out to say Rachel how their feeling and their thoughts are about her. But in the crucial moment, a cat jumps on his shoulder, and next scene, the scratches on Ross's back. Ross's back are being treated, while Rachel and Phoebe decide to look for the owner's cat. When they are when they are asking a neighbor, the cat jumps from Phoebe's arm, and eventually it's Rachel find the cat in Paulo's arms, who is a gorgeous Italian hunk. She decides to introduce him to his friend, but obviously Ross is extremely jealous of him. When the last next scene, all of them are meeting around a table, and when the last candle goes out, they making fun with making maniacal laughs, and suddenly the power comes back on, and Rachel and Paulos are making out. I remind you, making out in this contest means they were kissing and touching each other with a sexual meaning, a sexual sense. Well, this is the first story. The second story is set in the ATM vestibule with Chandler trying to impress the top model, and by using very well chosen words and impish boyish behavior that turn out really funny situations. When the electricity returns, they say goodbye to each other, and Chandler presses his face to the glass door after her, stroking the window lovingly, and then he turns to the security camera, saying something like, "I'm account number 54321," and I don't know if you've got any of that, but I would really like to have a copy of the tape. I think it's a great thing. I think it's probably the best gag of the episode, and as I told you, it's the great gag in my opinion. As a conclusion, my conclusion fits with every episode of Friends, because well, I love this colorful atmosphere, how very simple, imaginative, and funny plots are made. And from my point of view, as a student, I think it wasn't very difficult to understand, to catch the general idea, because well, I was watching the backgrounds and catching some keywords. But obviously, it's one thing to catch the general idea, and other whole is to translate every sentence. I consider very interesting this activity, because it's a good way to learn how the native speakers really speaks, talk, and how they build the sentences. On top of that, this television series is really funny and gripping you from the beginning.